Okay, y'all, I got a wild theory. Hear me out. What if, just what if, some of these US presidents were undercover Black Panthers? No, seriously. Because I started looking at what the Black Panther Party was doing in the 1960s and 70s, and then I looked at federal programs that popped up later. And now I'm side-eyeing some folks in the Oval Office like, y'all got a leather jacket in the closet or what? Let me back up. So the Black Panther Party, yeah, the ones folks always tried to paint as dangerous, were actually out here feeding kids, setting up free health clinics, educating the community, and watching over police brutality before body cams were even a thing. They called them survival programs pending revolution, and baby, they were organized. Let's roll the receipts. Free breakfast for school children? Started by the Panthers in Oakland. But by the mid-70s, the federal governments got free lunch and breakfast in public schools nationwide. So who approved that expansion? President Lyndon B. Johnson. Is that you, Panther LBJ? Free health clinics in Black neighborhoods? Panthers ran dozens, testing for sickle cell anemia, offering basic checkups. Fast forward to Obama's Affordable Care Act, giving folks access to health services they couldn't afford before. So you telling me Barack wasn't just quoting MLK, he was following Huey P. Newton's playbook too? Community education and political literacy? Panthers were schooling folks on their rights, politics, Black history. Then here comes Jimmy Carter pushing for expanded Head Start programs and education funding in the late 70s. Carter, blink twice if you were on Panther payroll. Food pantries, clothing drives, senior assistance. Panthers were running mutual aid before TikTok even knew the word. Then here comes George W. Bush expanding food stamp access and pushing Medicare Part D. Now I know he ain't wearing a beret, but he did sneak some socialist snacks into that policy pantry. Even Richard Nixon, yes, Tricky D himself, signed off on the Supplemental Security Income, SSI program in 1972. That's money going directly to poor, elderly, blind, and disabled folks. Ugh, you mean to tell me the same dude who bugged the DNC was also sliding checks to the aunties and uncles? So at this point, I gotta ask, how many of these presidents were low-key acting like members of the Black Panther Party, but with clearance codes and congressional votes instead of black leather and megaphones? And maybe, just maybe, the Panthers were never the radicals. They were just early. So the next time somebody tells you the Black Panthers were too extreme, tell them, funny, America's been quietly stealing their homework for decades. Now I want y'all to share this with someone who still thinks the Panthers were just angry men in shades. Tag your history teacher, tag your cousin, tag that friend who always plays devil's advocate. Because the truth is, Black radical love built more of this country than folks want to admit. And maybe, just maybe, the revolution's been televised. On C-SPAN, ha ha ha. This is Maya, signing off from FIG. Stay sharp, stay organized, and stay fed.